them.
Going back to what the brother is reading. So basically, on that day, it's gonna be so much destruction going on, and like when the Lord starts zapping people, and you got all this military gear, and they shooting weapons, and so all these weapons are being used on this day. You don't think that's gonna it's gonna cause a pressure in the earth to make it shake to where the waters are gonna be causing tsunamis all over the place?
Hey, even earthquakes.
Spilling into the cities and in different countries, man. It's gonna be a very devastating day, man.
Volcanoes are probably gonna be activated.
Yeah.
All that.
Oh yeah.
All that, man. Basically, the whole earth is gonna change on that day.
Earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis.
That's how this earth is gonna pass away.
That's gonna make it into reset button.
Right.
That's what it's gonna be like the waters of Noah.
Yeah.
Because the waters of Noah was an important time. What happened to the actual earth from the Pangea-like state it was in to the state that it's in currently, and then from this current state to the heavenly state it'll be in.
God, like you said, it's a hard reset, man.
Yeah.
And the scriptures say that the
And
earth,
everything.
yeah, come on. The scriptures say that the earth is going to and fro like a drunken man.
Yeah.
That's literal.
Was that more in
God.
was there more in Wisdom
Yeah,
of Solomon
kind
5? Where'd you start at?
I started at 20.
Yeah, all the way
Where
to
you
the
at
end
now?
of that
22nd
chapter.
verse.
Read 22.
God, it says, and hailstones full of wrath shall be cast out, like he cast as out of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the floods shall cruelly drown them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That big tsunami wave, man. Like they showed you that in what was
Fifth
that
wave.
movie? The fifth.
Fifth wave. I think
They showed you that in that?
Wasn't that in there?
2012.
They showed,
2012,
but they showed you that in there, and they
You
showed
talking
you
about that one? I
deep.
think that
Was that deep?
Deep
Deep
Impact.
Impact,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
when the asteroid.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know.
It wasn't on Fifth Wave too?
I don't think so. It might have been, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
Habakkuk 3 and 11. The sun and the moon stood still in their habitations. At the light of thine arrows they went, and at the shining of thy glittering spear. Thou What's didst that glittering spear?
Yes.
Missiles. It's for you that don't know that, right? Thou didst march through the land of indignation. Thou didst thresh the heathen in anger. Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, even for the salvation with thine anointing.
So he gonna be fucking these nations up, and he's also gonna save his elect at the same time, man. That's why like the brother said, even we gonna tremble a little bit.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how angry the Lord is coming in his power, and we're gonna be like, damn, I hope
Yeah, I don't get
I hope I don't get destroyed. And
That's
then you gonna be all right once the Lord changes you, and then you go up into that ship. That's when you're gonna be like, oh, the Lord spared me. I'm one of the elected.
That's the perfect moment for putting up those prayers in Hebrew when that fear come upon you like that. Okay? Perfect moment to throw that out there and ask for that the mercy of Yahweh, man.
It was at 1 Peter 4. We shall scarcely be saved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Habakkuk's gonna tell you how he's feeling when this happens.
And somebody also get 2nd Esdras 16 and start at 10.
Thou woundest the head out of the house of the wicked by discovering the foundation into the neck. Selah. Thou didst strike through with the staves the head of his villages. They came out as a whirlwind to scatter me. Their rejoicing was as to devour the poor secret. Thou didst walk through the sea with thine horses, through the heat of great waters. When I heard, my belly trembled. My lips quivered at the voice. Rottenness entered into my bones, and I trembled in myself, that I might rest in the day of trouble.
So even the prophet,
Yeah.
even he was terrified and he trembled, man.
Sure.
He was shook.
Look at Ezra.
Yeah.
When he said, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days, man? That just shows you that hey, the Lord is, even though we fear the Lord, He's gonna put even more fear within us all as well, man. You know. Hey, but what we're doing is it's a healthy fear compared to the rest of the world, because they have fear without a expectation.
Yeah.
You know.
They're not expecting.
God.
They're not expecting chariots to come.
God.
Yeah. Second Ezra's
16.
16
10.
and 10.
10.
Fine. Yeah, 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and verse 10. He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear?
All right.
He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
Read that again.
The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
Who shall not be beaten to powder, man? You know? It's gonna be a lot of disintegrating, man. Automatic cremation. But you gonna feel that fire. Look at Jake, man. Jake out of his mind.
Jake knocked that shit over too.
Read that again, bro.
The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea will rise it up with waves from the deep.
Hey, once again, you see, the waves raising up, man. Go ahead.
And the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. Keep going. I think it goes into
Yeah. Go from there to
16.
Psalm 77. Start like around 17.
This is Psalm 77 and verse 17. The clouds poured out water. The sky sent out a sound. Thine arrows also went abroad. The voice of thy thunder.
Because, the arrows, is a metaphor for, the missiles. So we know that that's the weapons of the Lord, indignation. But also the laser fire, that's another weapon that the Lord is going to use, which is going to be coming from those chariots. Hey, show you how a lot of the things that the prophet spoke, they was always speaking in similitude. And you would think that the Lord is talking about literal clouds, but how the hell is arrows gonna come down from clouds? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So
He's just using a similitude.
You just put, they spoke, like I told the guy earlier, he spoke in things that they understood in that time period when it was written.
Right.
And putting a cloud together now with arrows coming from a cloud. There's no arrows in the cloud. No Icarus up there. Little Valentine or whatever, little Cupid and shit. A little Cupid there. That ain't what's going on. What's going to happen is it's going to be the lasers, like the brothers break it down, lasers from the chariots. Right in the sky.
And then the missiles.
Yep. It's a shooting weapon. Projectile.
Verse 18. The voice of thy thunder was in the heaven, the lightning lightened the world, and the earth trembled and shook.
The earth trembled and shook. Oh man.
They don't realize that because we get an earthquake in California here, it just shake here. But to just think about the whole earth or even America
how
shaking,
heavy is that?
man.
The whole earth is shaking, right?
They ain't got no Richter scale to put that on the scale, man.
Yeah. So I think on everything at the top, I think off the charts of everything is like the hand of God.
Yeah.
On everything, earthquakes, when it's off the Richter
Or like they say, of earthquake of biblical proportions.
Hey, it's a lucky. Matter of fact, can you jump up to 16?
Yeah.
Jump up to 16.
Verse 16. The waters saw thee, O Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai. The waters saw thee. They were afraid. The depths also were troubled.
Now, somebody get Revelation 17 and 15. Let's break down what that means. Revelation 17 and 15.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 15. And it reads, And he said unto me, The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues.
So that's talking about the people, the nations. So that's saying that the people is going to be afraid. It ain't talking about the actual water is going to be afraid. It's talking about the people, man.
Yeah.
The people going to be in fear. Okay? So go back to that and read that again, and then read, that's like Psalm 77. You can read it. Go back to that same verse and then read all of it down.
The waters saw thee, O Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The waters saw thee. They were afraid.
Yep.
The depths also were troubled. The clouds poured out water. The sky sent out